Hello sewing friends, just thought I'd have a word with you while I'm doing a bit of cutting out and talk about what I've been doing this week for Friday Sew. So what I'm cutting out at the moment is this. I'm cutting out another version. Remember my Envigado vest? Well, here it is. I'm cutting out another version now. Going to have another go at it. Hopefully this time I'll actually do it correctly and I won't have to do all sort of finagling. I'm living in hope now that when I read the instructions, because I've made the whole thing and kind of see how it all fits together, that it will start to make sense. So wish me luck. But I'm using this, I don't know if you can see it, it's like a check wool fabric. Thanks to Aroa Nui Hospice for $5. Thank you. So laying out pattern pieces, yeah. So what's been going on? Well, the weather has been absolutely terrible. So bad weather today. We had a few days there, in fact about a week, when we really started to look like it was spring, but then it's gone cold and wet again. It's been so windy that the cover blew off the barbecue. Yeah, and I planted out lots and lots of seeds and did some cuttings. More seeds here. On the right there, they're cuttings and they've all grown really well. So yeah, just planted the ones in the pots. They're old packets of seeds that I had, and I thought, well, I might as well see if they grow or not. Anyway, I haven't actually done a whole lot of sewing this week. What I have done though is, what I've been working on is cutting out, and that's because I find cutting out is a bit of a pinch point for me. I often don't like doing it. I think one of the reasons is because it makes my back ache so much. And as you can see, I'm cutting out on our dining room table. It's not really the right height or anything. I am pretty good once I've got things cut out, because I don't really like making plans as such, because plans can feel like I feel a bit pressured when I make plans. But I mean, obviously I do have ideas about what I would like to sew next. And I think what sparked this, I was finding that my fabric wasn't fitting inside its storage containers. I've actually got a heck of a lot of fabric at the moment. What have I got? I've got 5 storage bins, and the box at the end of my bed has got all knit fabrics in it. So yeah, I got rid of a few little pieces, although afterwards I took them back out of the donation bag and thought, oh no, I can use them. But I did find that it was a bit of a squeeze to get it all in. So I thought, well, look, sort out, you know what you're going to make next. So just take that out of the bins, and then you'll be able to get on and cut them out. And because I've been home all week due to working at home from lockdown, I thought, well, what I'll do is I'll just leave my cutting stuff out on the dining room table and just try and do one each day, which I think I've kind of managed to do. As I said, I'll show you in a sec. So this candle box is where I keep all my tools for cutting out. This one, I don't know if I'll cut it out rotary or not. I'm going to pin it on anyway. There's a few more things I'd like to show you. First one is the poppers I got from AliExpress. Here they are. Now, that little box of poppers, gosh, I don't know how many's in it. A lot. Plus all the tools to put them in. And that costs the same. I think it was $16 as buying just like 8 of them and one little tool in Spotlight. So, and I'm finding AliExpress isn't taking too long to come at the moment. There was a time there last year when it was taking months to come, but that actually came within 2 weeks. So have a look at AliExpress for poppers and things. I'll report back on how good they are, mind. And what else is there? Yes, cutting out. So in an effort to I've filled this drawer with lots of projects which I've cut out. A bit of a pinch point for me. I don't actually like cutting out very much, but what I decided to do was cut out lots of projects, so it does make my back ache a bit. So I've been doing 1 or 2 a day, and so this is what I've cut out. Cashmerette Upton dress. Let's get it there. Cashmerette Upton. That is, I'll show you it's going to be like this one that I put up here, but this one is going to be in this lovely purple. Here's the scraps of it. A lovely purple. It's like a kind of suedette. It's shiny on one side, but I'm going to use the suedette side. So yeah, I'm going to do a purple one of those. And then I was going to get rid of this material because I don't like it very much. I don't think it would suit me. But then when I looked at that purple, I thought, that might make an interesting statement. I could make a top with a statement sleeve as an experiment and see what it comes out with like. So I used the Love Notions Cadence, which is a top or a dress, just a plain top or dress. And I've cut it out. And I took the sleeve and just made it much, much bigger. So it's like that big. So I've made it probably a bit too long as well, but I have often found with making any kind of gathered sleeve that they don't come out long enough. So I've got tons of this fabric, so I made a really big statement sleeve. I'm expecting that when it's made, you probably won't see the top of the blouse at all. I think I'm going to have it so it's just navy, and all you can see is these massive statement sleeves. But you know, if I don't like it, I'll just chuck it away, and that's fine. And then I've got this Envigado vest. So now I'm going to try it with the poppers. I'm going to try and do it properly this time and not make a mess of it. That's what the fabric's like. It's a kind of a wool, very small check. I love this fabric. It's actually upholstery fabric. Always, pretty much, I think all of this is charity shop fabric. But I'm going to make a bag out of this with some scraps, mainly because my scrap box is a bit full. I can't shut it, so I'm just... Now, I don't think that cutting out so many projects ahead of time is going to make me feel pressured. I think I'm quite happy to let them take as long as they need to take. But I do sometimes, I feel like coming up sewing and then I've got something to cut out. And that for me is like, oh, I can't be bothered to do that because I've got to take all my stuff downstairs, put it on the table, cut. Oh, and then there's this one. This is the Cadence dress as well. Like, I cut that out months ago. Nice fabric, eh? But it won't be suitable till next summer anyway. So I'll just do that when I'm ready. Yeah, I think that's it. And I'm going to cut out, this is a bit wacky. This was AliExpress fabric. Not sure if I really liked it very much. But then when I was sort of folding it and putting some things away, I saw it next to that. And there's something about the combination of that together I really liked. So I might make a Harrison shirt. Not sure how well they show up on camera. Probably won't be clothing. This is very, very thick knit. I was also going to get rid of this because I can't shut the fabric container. But then I saw this with it and I thought they looked so nice together. So not sure what I'm going to make with that. If you've got any suggestions, I've only got about 1 metre of that. And there's about 1.5 meters of this, which is a thick knit. So got any suggestions there? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, I don't know, do you find that sometimes you're putting fabric away or whatever and you sort of see 2 fabrics put together and you think, oh, that actually looks pretty nice. Well, I think that's... Oh yes, I want to tell you about my patchwork. Now, I wasn't feeling really like doing any serious sewing and I had been given this whole load of patchwork. Now I'm going to play you a video of the patchwork that I have been kind of making up. I did not cut the patchwork pieces myself, but somebody else had, and I just went ahead and went on and made them up into something, and this is what I've got now. showing you here. So I had kind of thought, I saw this, I printed it out. I don't have an Instagram account at the moment, and not really planning to get one because I'm finding it a bit of a waste of time. But I quite liked that patchwork dress. But I realised when I put my patchwork pieces together, here's an example. I thought I could make you know, a dress out of it, but I think maybe when you gather it, it's too stiff. Maybe it's a bit over the top. Maybe I wouldn't actually wear it. I don't know. Watch this space. I'll think some more about it. So yeah, look, there's been a lot going on in the sewing world, but I don't think I'm not planning to sew all this really quickly or whatever. In fact, I'm planning to do perhaps a bit more art at the moment, but I do like having lots of projects cut out ahead of me. How do you find it? Do you find you just cut your projects out and then sew, or do you batch cut them first? Let me know. Or is there some other thing that I'm missing, some other way of doing it that would make it much, much easier? Who knows? Anyway, this is the one I showed you last week where I put a lining inside it because I found it wasn't really warm enough, and I changed it from being a double-breasted to a single-breasted. Now I must admit it did take a bit of finagling, and there were times I thought, why did I start this? But anyway, it's done now, so here it is, and it does feel a lot warmer and hopefully much more wearable. I have got, just do up these buttons and you'll see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's one down here. There we go. It's got a big hood, this thing. That's me for today. Hope you're all doing well. That's the end of my Friday sews for this week. I'll look forward to talking to you again probably next week. We'll see. And until then, do take care of yourself, and bye for now.